Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Dim Sum Bowl, Ellen Lee Swami coin flip show. It's coin flip now, and you'll see why. As always, Dr. Ellen Lee is with us. How are you, Ellen?
Doing great, doing great. Not so
And
great last week.
today we have a special guest. Mr. Tyan Chen is here with us. It's a little bit odd. We've been trying to get Tyan onto the show for a while, so hopefully today we will get a little dialogue going so that we don't just get Ellen's opinion on the thing. And actually, what I really wanted to do that Danny suggested is maybe we can talk a little bit of strategy in terms of team construction. So
Being the worst team in the league, I feel it's time to give my input. So you could do the opposite of what I do and be the best team in the league.
Yeah, but no. But as you know, you can have the right process and the wrong results. So I think it's actually a great idea to think about, what you're thinking on your team was, and I think that's actually will be a nice addition. So maybe we can do that.
Well, it's hard to argue for my process when I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of performance, right?
Well, if that were the case, you would argue everybody should auto draft. Because
that's true.
Because but then there's if all 12 teams auto draft, who has the best team? Right?
The best auto drafter.
Yes, it's gonna be auto draft. And I recommend you probably next year try auto draft. Try to be like freak.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's get going. So week 10.
Woohoo!
Alan, last week we went 0 for 6.
Oh my goodness. How can you do that? I didn't think that was possible.
It is possible, bringing your total to 27 and 27 through 10 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much like the Swami show is going to be the Jinx show. You just do whatever I do the opposite.
Well, right now,
whatever I can predict, win or lose.
Well, it's still the coin flip show because it's still 50-50.
Yes.
So any surprises here?
Oh my goodness. It surprises like, hey, I should not predict on Wednesday because when I predict Wednesday, I thought Freak's just going to leave the team to be, and then he picked up 3 players. So that's why Tyan lost, right?
I'm telling you, Freak is hustling us, man.
Oh man, I know.
He is like secretly in like 100 leagues, and so he's just like freaking hustling us, and this one he didn't have time to draft.
And then you probably could have won because Cup scored 1 point before he broke his ankle, right? So
there's no way you can beat Justin Fields. There's no way you can beat Justin Fields with 45 points or however many points.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Right? Yeah, Crusher is like, well, thankfully, Ronnie's with 4 and 6. He might not make the playoff.
We gotta keep
the playoff, man. It's gonna be
crazy. Man. We have to keep him out of the playoffs. We gotta keep him out of the playoffs. Otherwise, you're not gonna win now, and I'm pulling for you.
Whoever playing Crusher, please beat him.
Yeah. Any comments, Tyan, on this? Any surprises? I was surprised that Jack just totally kicked ass. That's
my goodness.
The deal was a slight surprise. I thought it was gonna be a one week wonder.
Yeah, but what was really surprising to me also is how Eric couldn't score more than a couple of points from AJ Brown, and so Danny lucked out.
Oh, that's right.
Very much. But again, 0 and 6, but that's okay. We'll maybe pick it up this week. All right. So as we always go through, it's just waivers. I think it's later in the game. So any comments? I guess Jack spent $20 on Christian Watson. Eric has Pacheco. Yaz is Foster Moreau. Anything else that surprised you, Ellen? You got Brian Robinson for $5.
Yeah, I think like I'm surprised like I got a Chinese carry running back for $5, so that really helped.
Yeah,
because you guys will keep on making fun of my running
this
back
is what this is what I keep telling you, man. You gotta spend money early because then you end up spending $3 on a kicker.
That's right.
Right. And then the rest of it, you spend $3 on Andre Carter, $2 on Young Ho Koo. So,
Alan loves his Asian kickers.
But don't you see? You love this, right? Hayden Hurst, Zach Ertz out for the season. Campbell, Cooper Kupp out for the season. Garoppolo out for the season.
Oh my goodness, Kevin, you just had like a string of like, wow, 3 key players on your team just
not gonna win.
Losing 1 week.
It's okay. It's fun. It's fine. That's why we play. All right. So now I'm gonna share again, okay? And then we're gonna go just week by week. And Tyan, please do pipe in.
Yeah. Tyan, do you want to like predict this week because I got a 0-6.
I will join you. I'll predict that I'm gonna lose this week.
Oh, that's
Okay,
already set. I decided to like I supported you last week. What a mistake.
So now we're gonna start, okay? First game we're gonna predict is Euro Trash and the Crusher. So Ellen, you can go first. I want to show you the entire.
Euro Crusher. Okay. I think like I just picked a Euro to win, right? Because like he still doesn't have Jamar Chase and his Tyreek Hill automatic 30
Why is
point
he
is on
flexing?
bye.
Well, he's gonna have Carter. He picked up Carter from waivers.
I mean, but Carter's not here, right? Like he'll pretty much like his lowest scoring is like 15, his highest 30. Carter's like 5 to 10, right? So and Euro Trash with Lamar Jackson that you gave him, I still can go get over it. You should trade with me. Now you make
Alan,
Euro Trash super
Alan,
powerful, man.
Justin Fields is gonna score 40. So
He's not gonna score 40. You know, Atlanta is not a good team. Justin Fields is gonna like, you know, I think Chicago should score big, right? Should lead.
Not just that, Buffalo is supposed to be a really stormy and snowy weather this week.
Wait,
So
Justin
it's not a
Fields
good
with
condition
Atlanta, right?
for high scoring game. So I think I'll pick Danny for this game too, because
Yeah.
Ronnie has 3 players playing in Buffalo this
That's
weekend.
right.
oh, well, he picked Knox.
Good,
That
good,
must be
good
new.
point, Tyen. Weather is a big factor.
All right. So is this the lock of the week?
Yeah, I put a lock of the week. Look at
Okay.
the point differential.
Lock of the week. All right. Good luck, Danny. So the next game is Pacemaker and the Freak. Number champions currently from first place.
Base and
He's just flexing, man. He's keeping Dubs, who's like out for the season. He is like totally flexing. He has 2 kickers. This is how you flex. Right?
Wow.
I
So
mean,
how do you, I mean, I think Freak's gonna auto draft team is gonna stay first.
I'm gonna go against the convention. I'm gonna pick Yas, Pacemakers
Yas.
this week. Yeah.
Really? But Shushu is still like in concussion protocol, you know, right?
Yeah.
Cook's
But
like 6 point. Pittman is
I,
like nothing right now.
that's true.
I'm just concerned like Pace has no explosive playmaker, but Freak does. You're looking at Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, Joe Mixon, 55 point like 2 weeks ago. Come on.
But the Pacemaker has Eckler who can explode for 40.
That's true too.
Josh Allen is not completely healthy, right? Although
And
CeeDee Lamb is getting back now, so
And I just saw like Pacemaker just had a big blow by losing, you know, Gilbert. So the tight end. So he had to pick Maroon up. That's a big downgrade for him.
yeah,
Hopkins is much better, right?
yeah. I'm just amazed. Freak is flexing with 2 kickers, man. I just it's
Hey,
amazing.
when you're 8-1, you can do whatever you want, Kevin.
But he's flexing with the kicker and Dubs, who's like on permanent IR. Amazing.
Amazing, right?
Amazing. All right. So, you already have a lot. You get 2 locks of the weeks, though.
I didn't. This is not my lock. This is
not a
just
lock,
like
okay.
I just think Freak's gonna win. But
All right. Next game is George and Bao's team.
George and Bao. Let's click on that. Okay. Yeah, I think like Bao's gonna win, right? Don't you guys agree? Bao's like team's much better.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
George has
Like-
Burrow, Diggs.
I mean, if you like go to your reasoning, right? Is blizzard condition, snowing condition on the right, everything's sunny on the left. You know,
But
It's-
you gotta know his snowy conditions for Nick Chubb, who runs. Snowy conditions conducive to running game.
Yeah, and Singletary.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
So
know. I
George
think
has a
snowy
great
condition usually just means a low scoring game where no one scores. that's how I
It
feel.
also
I feel.
means hard to tackle for runners against
Mhm.
runners.
But then they will run slow, and then everyone's going to be slow the game, so no one's going to score too many touchdowns. Unlike Aaron Jones, who kicked my butt last week, who scored like 30 points, I remember, and Jamal Williams, like you should know, Jamal Williams basically is the man in Detroit, right?
Yeah, I think
Being
that's
Smith
actually
Williams.
a underrated pickup by Bao.
I
And
know
nobody
Jamal
wanted
Williams.
Jamal Williams. He's like RB1 in Detroit.
And Kelsey, I was like, there's no way Kelsey's going to score 17 points as a projection. He scored 18, so I'm not going to bet against Kelsey. So come on, like the advantage is too big at the tight end position.
That's true. And yeah, well,
What do you think? I mean, I'll
I feel like George's team.
All right, let's pick George then. Let's make it upset of the week. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna save the upset for me and you, Kevin.
Okay.
I can jinx you.
Okay. No, dude. Okay. All right. The next game is Apocalypse and Stud God.
Okay. But just to make my record look good, okay, I'm gonna say it's Bao because I think Bao's gonna beat George.
Okay, that's fine. All right. What about this game? Eric and Jack.
Eric and Jack. Let me click on that.
You don't need to click. It's on the screen.
What do you think? I don't know. This is tough one.
Well, Tyan, what do you think?
I think I like Eric's team better. Like, I think with the new coach, Indianapolis seems like it's having a resurgence. So I'm expecting Jonathan Taylor to go back to norm.
True.
Fournette has good defense, but then they're susceptible to big plays sometimes. So I expect Kyle Murray as a running quarterback will give them some issues. I like Eric's receiver group. I think Philadelphia is going to have a bounce back game and feed and Brown to give them high scoring against Indianapolis. And yeah, I think overall, I think Eric's team is pretty solid this week.
I think Kyler Murray may not play though. I think
that's my concern, right? When I was looking at this,
Kyler Murray may not play.
Oh, because he didn't practice.
And Eric doesn't have I guess Eric can drop Pacheco or Robinson or LA Rams defense. Eric is also flexing with two defenses, but he's 4-6. You shouldn't be carrying two defenses. But
I have some doubts about Las Vegas. I think that team is in trouble.
That's true, very true.
Yeah. So one of the Jacks' biggest player is Josh Jacobs, and when Raiders do badly, I think that's an issue.
Well, you can see he should have sold when he exploded, and now I mean he's done pretty well actually. So you never know. He's
you never know, but yeah,
and he has full commit.
Yeah, Tyan just persuaded me. Yeah, I think I'll pick Eric too because, like you said, Las Vegas is bad, and he has like two Tampa Bay players on bye, Mike Evans and Fournette. That's a big loss, right?
All right. So is this a lock? No, this is not a lock.
This is not.
Okay.
Probably.
So
lock of the week is me. Okay, I picked it just myself.
Hold on. So now,
okay, this is lock of the week.
Food.
Two Warriors gonna win. Okay.
Yes, I think like you'll never go wrong because Tyan's like 1-9, right? If you pick Tyan to lose, you're probably right. So I'm gonna pick this lock of the week too.
Okay.
No, but I want to use this opportunity to pick Tyan's brain about strategy and how he set up his team. And I think, unlike you, unlike me, you haven't traded away your entire team. So I want to sort of hear, and maybe you can let us know a little bit about the thinking behind
how you pretty much traded away my entire team or gave up my entire team. I don't have the same quarterback. The only receiver I have left is Smith, right? I gave away Waddle to Alvin for free.
Yeah, Judy.
Oh, okay, Judy.
Hey,
right?
Judy got hurt.
And well, sure, I have Cook and Swift, but Swift is RB2.
I think Swift has been the biggest. Yeah, Swift has been the biggest disappointment. I feel
the biggest bust. Wow.
So my strategy was because we were doing PPR this year. I tried to do running backs who also catch passes. Yeah. That's the reputation for Cook and Swift.
Sure.
Neither one of them has worked out. Cook's catching a lot
Cook's worked out.
But Cook is not catching as many passes as he has in the past.
Yeah, Cook is doing fine.
Yeah. He's not the reason you're 1-9. Yeah. Cook is not. I think Swift is though. Like I have Swift in the other league. Oh my God, he's killing me.
Well, that's the problem, right? He's always hurt, right? And so you can't drop Swift, and then he gives you a tantalizing 25 points the first week and never repeats it. What is this 2 rushes for 10 yards?
I know. What is that?
Like, I don't understand.
6 rushes for 6 yards for last week. My goodness.
Much more talented than Jamal Williams, but maybe not to the Detroit guys. So
He's running to avoid it to be impact on his shoulder. He's like trying to not play and try not to get hurt. That's like never.
And look at Warriors team. Christian McCaffrey is having renaissance or resurgence once he got traded to San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
well, now
And
he's in
Donta
the
Foreman
timeshare.
is doing really well in
running back
Carolina.
too for sure.
And the former teammates in Carolina are now occupying starting spots on Warriors team. And Hopkins is doing really well. Corey Sutton, he's okay. Darius Slayton, doubtful, but they're all more reliable than my wide receiver pieces on my team. That's not mentioned. Jalen Hurts is possibly the MVP of the fantasy football this year with his scoring, and that's all that need to be said.
Yeah.
I mean, when my most consistent piece is my defense, then my team is in trouble. That's the only piece that people want, right? So
But I think it's good. Do you think it was still a good strategy paying up for Buffalo?
I paid $10 for him out of 200. I think 5% investment for consistent defense, and considering how he did, Buffalo did, I think that was okay.
But I feel like defense is probably the hardest part to predict, right? Even here,
Right, it's inconsistent, but then at least there is, I could count him for 5 points every week at least,
Yes.
no matter what, right?
That's true. You don't have to scrape the bottom like I have been doing, which is not
And
really
even after losing their all-star safety and I think safety or cornerback in the beginning of the year, Buffalo is still doing relatively well defensively. So I have no complaint. And when the weather gets cold, the defense is gonna do better, even though I'll be out of running by that time. Right?
Yes.
So is this upset of the week?
This is no upset. This is lock of the week.
Come on, there's
Cool
no
Warriors,
upset
okay?
here. I agree.
Alan Lee, this is free advice. You should take
This is
it.
a second.
Yes, I'm taking it.
second lock of the week.
I'm pretty comfortable.
Okay,
I'm not going to be 0-6 next week. I'm pretty sure.
All right, and the last game it's the prime time, or it used to be prime time when I still had players, but now it's just. Hey, I mean,
Hey.
it's not a contest, man. Not a contest. I will say, from a roster construction perspective, the only one I drafted is Barkley. Nobody
Wow.
else is left.
You are right. The whole team looks different.
Nobody else is left. But I have to say, like, it's a fun part to move pieces together because everything changes, right? So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The team looks very different if I have Breece Hall instead of Stevenson, have Kupp instead of Campbell, right? And so, and I wouldn't have had to trade Lamar, so I would still have Lamar Jackson, right?
I did not know you picked up Watson.
Who?
Watson. I did not know you picked up Watson.
You want him?
No, it's okay. I need him this week. I don't.
But that's Marcus Brown is a good pickup though. It was like, oh man, I need him so bad.
Alan, you have money. I have the fewest number of waiver dollars in the league, right?
Yeah.
Because I give players to people like you, Pitts, right? So you're gonna beat me by 30 probably.
No. This is actually my upset of the week, dude. Like on paper, I might win, but I'm gonna lose. Look at Polar. Zeke is coming back. Right now, the projection is like us if Zeke's not coming back. When Zeke comes back, he's gonna give me 5
Zeke,
points.
not Zeke.
Yeah.
Okay, Zeke.
Alan, your projection's a little bit inflated this week because
I know Patterson's like I thought I bought like at least a Benz.
Maybe
But he's a
Patterson
lemon, dude.
like a bell
I
cow.
bought a lemon for Patterson, so he's not going to score 10. He's like Algier is getting all the carries, so my number is really inflated.
Alan, I
Andrew,
think
my best asset, he might not even play. That's why I'm trading
Jefferson is your best asset.
That's why you got to accept likely for Pitts. Hey, he's a fair trade, dude.
Alan, Titan doesn't need Pitts. What's he gonna do with Pitts?
Well,
Nothing.
he might hope that he's going to explode at the end, right? The talent's there,
right.
but you don't need likely. I need him. I need a handcuff, Cheyenne.
Yeah, but you're 7-3.
Pick up a quarterback for me, and I'll trade you. Okay.
Yeah, pick up a quarterback. Pick up Rodgers. You got to draw somebody.
Rodgers. I can't have no one to drop. I can't drop.
Nobody's gonna pick up Pitts.
Yeah, no one's gonna pick up Pitts. Okay.
Guaranteed. Just top
We'll
pitch,
see.
become quarterback.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So I would say
Alan,
this is
it's inflated because Andrews might not play. So
Yeah,
if you talk
Andrews
about
not
the
playing.
decrease from Andrews to Pitt, right, that's pretty
Yes.
significant.
That's
And
like
London, that 8 point, it's
it's
suspect.
BS.
hey, this may
He
be
gave
the
30 points.
this may be the
30
week with the
30
3 touchdown
30 yards.
breakout of London. This may be the week where he scores 30. This may be
I
the
mean, I
week.
have faith in London. I don't have faith in his quarterback. Mariota is so bad.
No, so
Well, you
bad.
can't.
Wow.
He's not a running back, so having faith in London doesn't count.
Right.
And then Jefferson just turned out with a question mark. He's hurt, so I don't know. if
Alan,
he's
I don't
playing
want
or
to
not.
hear about random hurts that will get better. You don't have anybody going to
And
IR.
Allen has 2 players on Atlanta
Yes.
against Chicago, who's really
He's
hot right now.
flexing. He's flexing, man. He's just
Yeah,
flexing.
Alan, I
Yes.
think your projection is a little bit inflated.
Right?
to be
That's
honest.
why you agree with me, right? It's going to be
Yeah.
upset of the week. Yep, I think so too.
All right. So that's it. Actually, I think that is all.
Mhm.
So, is there any other comments? Actually, I want to look at the league here. So let's just, you do know that I currently own the league record for the highest points against. So if you look at the record book, Tyann, you currently have the current streak of 9 straight.
Yeah,
But
but Full Warrior has Jack has 13. I thought it was Full
Yeah.
Warrior.
Yeah.
Whew.
So
Oh, okay.
nobody will ever beat this. But that is for the topic of discussion for another day. Look at this. Harder strength of schedule by 4 points. Fine. It's half PPR, so some of this is inflated, right? And of course, the auto draft guy has to get lucky. But even there, it's a little bit different. So I think, a lot of this is actually, I didn't know this existed, so I was looking at it the other day. Pretty cool. It tells you about like a lot of these different things. And so, I will put another message board up here. I hope that we can get Danny and others and George to come to the discussion. That it's fun. I
Yeah.
only ask that folks, respond to trade requests in a timely manner. And I mean, do you think our unlimited transactions has hurt the league?
No, I don't think so. I think
I
it's
don't
fine.
think so. I think it's
Right?
fine. It's more fun.
Yeah. And you think like the half PPR is more fun, right? Because it gives you
I think
a
half PPR definitely gives a different
Right?
twist.
So I think
Yes, I
those
liked
things
it.
were voted on, and I think those are good. And so I think we just need to. I mean, I just can't believe it, man. Look at this, and he's only used $3 of his waiver, but
Wow.
He's made 8 moves.
Hey,
Okay?
I know.
That's the most impressive thing.
Oh my God, Kevin, you made 54. I just realized. Whoa.
But again, I think we all garner fun in different ways from this particular enterprise. Some of us like to sit on our butts and auto draft, and some of us like to make moves to be a little bit more flexible. Obviously, the auto draft is winning out, so maybe next year I'm gonna consider auto drafting because if the playoffs start today,
Yours points against is 1127. I'm not too far behind. I'm at 1103.
yeah, you're so not only do you not score enough, you just get pummeled.
Yes.
But you have number 1 waiver priority though.
Yeah. I've had that since week 2.
I think maybe next year we can like discuss like an IR spot, because I think people wanted that, but maybe one spot for one IR and not COVID. I
Yes.
refuse to believe that there's no COVID in the NFL. There's no, right? So, but I feel like maybe if people want to do, but I'm not a fan of expanding benches because the more bench spots we have,
No. Then there will be no trades.
yeah, there'll be no trade. So
I like IR. Then I would have my Marcus Brown back, Kevin.
maybe not, right? And I think it'd be nice, and you would not have Dak then, because then Dak would be somewhere else.
That's true.
So I think not having the IR gave you the flexibility of doing some of this stuff, right?
True. Very true.
So we had to discuss it and vote on it. But I think I'm just amazed. Tyann, you're right. 8 moves is but
He's
again,
Highly
everybody
efficient.
He has
everybody
as
is
many
giving up.
wins as he has moves. Okay,
Yes,
I
that's
just say
right.
that.
Well, everybody has at least points against over 1,000 points, except the Freak and Yaz.
Mhm.
Yaz will go over 1,000. The Freak may not. But come on, man, I'm already at 1127. Look, blowout of the week. That's me. Every week,
Justin Field, 45 points.
I know it's crazy, and he
Hey,
was
at least who played against Mixon's like 55? Not you too, right?
was
Oh,
not me.
that was
Okay,
not me.
that was
I
not
don't
me.
know who it was. We're gonna look at Freak's team, but I can't remember who it was though. Actually, let's check it out. Let's check the Freak team. Do you think it was this 154 George? Oh yeah, 53.
George, yeah, George got, yeah,
You can score
demolished.
108 and still lose by more than
I
45.
know, can't believe that.
Right? And his wide receivers didn't perform.
And I got like constant text messages that day, like, "Oh, you jinxed me," throughout the whole afternoon.
And you have to say he kept his team. It's amazing.
Mm,
Amazing.
yes.
I bet
Oof.
you he's a shark, man. He probably plays like these high stakes fantasy football and just doesn't tell us. Yeah. Amazing, right? You gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. This is like
And wow. And Kenyon Drake right now is no longer the starting court like running back, right?
no.
So who is he playing
He-
for the second? Oh, Melvin Gordon. So
yeah,
he
but
does
he
have a weakness, right?
well, I don't know. I think Freak would disagree with you. He will have no weakness. And
Yeah,
you can make 8 moves to the season. The number of moves is equal to the number of wins.
that's
Like
amazing.
that is amazing. Gotta say kudos to Calvin wherever you are.
Hey, Alan,
Hey,
do you want me to drop Ike so that because Rogers is playing Thursday night, I think. So even if you
Yeah,
pick him out,
you
you can
guys
trade him.
you have to pick. Why don't you just drop Ike for Rogers?
Yeah. Okay.
mhm.
Alan,
That's
you can bid
probably
for him then.
All
yeah.
right. I'm gonna drop it.
Get him for free. That's collusion.
No, someone else can pick him up, right?
Actually, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I got a bid. I got a bid for it. So,
All right, guys. Thanks,
All
time
right,
for
man.
all
you're
right,
you're
dude.
always welcome, dude. We do this same time every Wednesday. We shoot the shit for 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
It's been
Yeah.
a crazy month, 2 months actually at work.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So hopefully it's better. And I would I still want to win. I still haven't won. Not this year though. We'll have to find another time. All right,
You
folks.
never know.
All right, man.
Thanks,
All right.
Alan. Have a good
Take care
night.
then.
Good
Good
Bye,
luck
night.
this
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.